Hello and welcome to On Wednesdays We Wear Black with me, Sophie K.
And Yasmine Suman!
Today's episode of On Wednesdays We Wear Black is all about Am I the Arsehole? But today we make it specifically rock, metal, alternative dilemmas.
And it's great because we are arseholes, so we're the best people to judge.
Don't join me in that. Okay, Yasmin, do you want to go first with a Reddit dilemma?
I would love to go first. I've literally been waiting for this.
I know you've got good ones today. I can just tell by your face.
Am I the arsehole for refusing to ever take my sister to a Taylor Swift concert? So.
Yes. Do you know what? Straight away, yes.
Wait! Let me get into it. So after Taylor Swift announced her new tour, my 13-year-old sister is going crazy and wants to see her, and my mum promised even she tried to get tickets for her birthday, and since the date is close to her birthday, my mum also then asked me, as she tends to be very busy, to take my sister. I insisted I would because I might like it. So she's 18, her sister's 13, but she said,
Okay, so she's only 18. Okay, I feel a bit more sorry for her now. Okay, fair.
So her mum asked her to go take her sister to see Taylor Swift. I got pretty angry because I do not like Taylor Swift at all. I'm really into hardcore punk, metalcore, and emo. And real emo, like Sunny Day Real Estate and American Football, not My Chemical Romance crap. I love that. I love that.
Oh my god, okay.
And so I was like, are you serious, to my mum about how I didn't like her and it should be obvious? My mum said that she knew in the past I insisted I would never ever go to concerts, like a rap concert. I hate rap too, but Taylor Swift isn't rap, and I like going to concerts. And I told her that it doesn't matter because it all sucks. The only bands I've seen have been in very small venues or in basements and full of people moshing and crowd surfing and going crazy. Nothing like Taylor Swift. Well, now my mum seems kind of upset with me, but I don't know why she couldn't just take her sister, my little sister. Let me do that again. Well, my mum actually seems kind of upset, but I don't see why she couldn't just take my sister or have her go with a friend. Like, am I the arsehole? Yes!
Yes! Do you know what? Here's right. I want to dismantle your argument because you're saying that it's nothing like Taylor Swift mosh pits. You have not handled a mosh pit until you have been at the front by the stage at a show like Taylor Swift. Those little kids, they'll rip your head off, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, it's your little sister, man. Come on. You should be able to go see, like, any... Family is more important than your ego.
I'm going to put on my big emo pants here right now, okay? Not only am I the author of an emo book, not only do I have the first edition of Thrasher magazine from 1986 that listed emocore for the first time as a genre and coined the term emo. Not only do I have that framed in my room, okay, I fucking love emo. So let me say this, as a ride or die emo, I used to be that person who was like, I hate rap, I hate pop, I hate every other genre that isn't metal and emo. And I'm here to tell you that that is so fucking boring. Be so for real! Boo! Boo!
Although you do have to go through that phase.
You have to go through that phase, but like...
I don't want to defend them, but I went through that phase, and my old, like, Facebook posts from the 2000s are embarrassing.
You say pop, we say rock. You say
oh no, I didn't
Bieber,
post those.
We say beer sack. You say twerk. That's cute. We mosh.
No, I was metal.
You like Nicki Minaj? Yeah, we're fallen angels. Rawr. Rawr. It's giving that. I used to be that person, and now my top artist on Spotify was Charlie XCX, swiftly followed by Chapel Roan, but I am the most emo person you know. Pop is great.
So maybe we can't judge this person because
Pop is great.
We were like that in those days. So what I would say is get into some Taylor Swift. If you like that kind of music, listen to some I Prevail, like their early cover of Taylor Swift. And just when you're there, just imagine that I Prevail's playing. I went to see Taylor Swift live, and I'm not even a Taylor Swift fan, but I am a music fan. And it was great. It was good fun. It was like Taylor Swift flying around the stage. Like, the thing is about a pop show is, okay, yeah, musically, I'm not like, oh, wow, the way they're playing their instruments or the way they're miming. Pop shows...
The production value, they've got pop money. They've got pop money.
Yeah.
Alternative
and Taylor
money
Swift money
ain't nothing, but Taylor Swift has got like private jet money. Okay.
That was a good one, Yasmin. Would you like me to bring you my Am I the asshole?
Of course.
Am I the asshole for listening to heavy metal and headbanging?
No. No. Lock
Instantly no.
if that's bad, lock me up. Go on, tell me the story.
I took the bus to the grocery store. I put on my music, some cool new proggy stuff that I found recently, and had a seat. Unconsciously, I started headbanging. It wasn't much, just some wobbling of my head. A lady came up to me and told me I was being a public nuisance. When I asked her how, she told me that I was shaking my head too vigorously and it was making her uncomfortable. I was weirded out, but I obliged and decided to heed to her request. I love that you use that word. Well, as it turns out, I like my music a lot and I started headbanging again. At this point, I was at my destination when the woman told me I'm a Satan worshipper and I'll go to hell as I'm listening to heavy metal, I guess. Well, I told her that I'm not religious and wished her a good day. She called me a heretic on the way out too. That is so cool. Like, someone called me a heretic, I'd be like, yeah!
Hell yeah. If you're 555, I'm 666, bitch. What the hell? You listen to Slipknot too, old lady? Hell yeah!
Am I the arsehole for making this woman uncomfortable to the point where she had to resort to calling me a heretic? Like, I've heard that's the worst a Christian can say or something.
Do you know what? Firstly, heretic is such a beautiful word. You're part of the heretic anthem now. But also, you know what? I would love that because I'd see it as a sign that metal is really back. If Satanic Panic is alive in 2024, we're so back. Old ladies are clutching their pearls again. Metal is exciting. The ladies are scared. I love it. No, you're not the arsehole. People should mind their business on the bus.
I have been on a bus before where a guy took out his penis and started wanking. Like,
okay.
Started masturbating if you're in America. Like, headbanging? Like, there are so many things that people do. There are people who get on buses, and no offence to parents, their kids are screaming so loud, it feels like someone shoved an ice pick between my ear holes.
Yeah.
And so, like, somebody enjoying their music, I love to see people enjoy music, even if it's music I don't listen to.
Yeah.
But I guess the issue was that she thought he was a Satanist, which, fuck yeah!
Hell yeah. I don't see a problem with that.
So we are saying, not the arsehole.
Not the arsehole. Right. This next one is crazy. Are you ready for this?
Okay, I'm ready.
Am I the arsehole for saying the student I sit next to stinks really bad? So, hello, okay, me, 14F, and this really shy F to M trans student, 14M, sit right next to each other. Don't see how him being trans has anything to do with it, but that's okay.
Well, no, you define gender in Reddit. You do go, don't you, in the thing, you go...
Yeah, you say, but you just go 14M. I don't understand what the trans...
Oh, okay, anyway. Yeah, good point, actually, good point. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Hello, okay. Me, 14F, and I sit next to this male, 14F, in the back of the class, and I've endured his stench for months now. He's kind of emo and seems really depressed, but I've never been rude to him or anything. I help him with work when I see he is struggling on a question, but he is really smelly. Like the sweet trying to smell musky bad odor. Every break, I need to go outside for fresh air, and some days I can smell it on my clothes at home. It literally has a warmth. It is absolutely rank, if I'm being honest. I try not to make faces or show that it's bothering me, but I can't take it anymore. I've never brought this up until now. I just told my teacher if I can switch seats since he smells, and it's really distracting. The teacher then told me the kid said if I asked her not to, and I haven't seen him in class all week. I feel really bad, but I was genuinely bothersome, and I'm the only one who sits next to him. Sometimes I spray lots of perfume on my sleeve and rest my chin on it. Rest my chin on my hand to mask his odor. I just want to know what y'all think. Am I the arsehole? No, I actually feel bad for this.
I feel bad for both of them.
I feel bad for this trans dude because I think like he's going on new hormones that can make you sweat a lot. Right, and he probably doesn't know.
Well, we don't know he's on hormones. He's 14, so I don't think he would be. But they're 14, so that probably means that they're just going through puberty.
Oh,
and maybe like no one's told him that you need to be using deodorant. I remember my grandma came up to me once when I was a teenager and said, Sophie, you stink, you need to start using deodorant. And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't know. I was like 15.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a big thing it was. And then she took me out, she bought some deodorant and she helped me, and I feel sorry for him that he hasn't got that.
I feel
Maybe he
sorry
hasn't got
for
that
him.
guidance.
But I feel sorry for her because she doesn't want to, like, she knows that he's already shy and going through a lot, and she doesn't want to beat him while he's down, but oh my god. Oh.
That's such, like, I would just say no one's an asshole. No one's an asshole in that situation. And I would say, hey, you are awesome for trying to still be supportive and dealing with it and just smelling your sleeve. I remember once, because I am too sensitive to sense. I'm so sensitive to smells. And I once worked a job and sat next to this guy. They put me next to this guy who used to fart all the time.
Oh god.
Like, not loud ones, just little silent but deadlies. And I'd just get this waft all of a sudden. And I had to go to my boss and I was like, I can't do it anymore. He smells so bad. And I got moved. I had to get moved.
Wow.
Yeah. And the worst part was, it was really creepy. Sometimes I'd be at my laptop, like doing my work, and I'd look up and he was just sat staring at me. He was like an intern. He was an intern and it was,
Wow.
Anyway. I feel sorry for that person.
Tell me your Reddit story before I start remembering all the terrible things I've smelt.
Okay, next Reddit story. My daughter, 13 female, is really into the whole emo Y2K thing, and I've recently let her get some clothes and makeup.
Slay!
She asked for it. And she's been pretty good in grades and chores so far. My husband, on the other hand, doesn't like it, as he's from a strict Christian household. These Christians, man, they ruin everything. And he sees it as her acting up and worshipping satanic practices, in his words.
Oh my god, grow up!
I don't know whether I identify as a Christian anymore, but I'm not as strict as him. He's been trying to dissuade her and has tried using punishments, no electronics, etc., which haven't worked. All this has done is just make her more distant from him. I don't see a problem in her clothes, but my husband has said that I'm putting our daughter in a bad path because I'm encouraging her to be defiant. Pretty sure he told my dad and mother-in-law about the situation, and those two have messaged me separately about fixing my daughter, with my dad saying to put her in one of those Christian summer camps.
No!
Fuck.
That will only make her regress more. Get real. You tell a child to do something or not to do something and they'll do it more.
Have you not seen Paris Hilton's documentary? Have you not seen that documentary about, like, kids are dying in those things? Like, so your kid wears black. Get the fuck over it. There, she's going through a phase. And kids, here's the thing, right? I'm going to say something so dark right now.
Right.
If you have a daughter and she's not defiant and she's not saying no to you, and you're teaching, like, as a teenager, and you're teaching her she can't say no, what are you putting her out in the world?
Yeah.
Like, with what lessons are you putting her out in the world with? I would rather have a daughter that's dressed in black and defiant than one that's a people pleaser, because it doesn't end well.
Exactly.
Doesn't end well. As a people pleaser, like...
No, I know, I agree. I think their family is the arsehole. I think the family is the arsehole.
The mum, shout out to the mum for being on her daughter's side.
I've got one more for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, we'll do one more each.
Am I the arsehole for being uncomfortable with my wife's band posters?
Yes.
So, I, 31M, have been married to my wife, 30F, for 5 years now. Congratulations. I love her so much, and I am so incredibly lucky to be married to her. But there is this one thing that really bothers me. She has always been a huge fan of rock bands, particularly emo bands. Oh my god! This by itself doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I love music a ton, and we go to concerts together all the time. What bothers me is she has posters of these bands tacked up everywhere around our house.
Okay.
Our bedroom walls are covered in them, and I mean covered. There is not a single inch of wall space in our bedroom that
Oh.
is not dedicated to her band posters. Everywhere I go, everything I do, there are always eyes of hundreds of emo men following me around.
Oh.
It sounds stupid, and to be honest, it probably is. But I don't think I can stand another night's sleep. I don't think I can stand another night's sleep feeling like I'm being watched. I don't want to be watched by members of My Chemical Romance, Taking Back Sunday, or 21 Pilots as we make love. I've tried to ask her nicely to move some of them, and she gets really offended. So I just left it behind, but it's getting really hard to handle. I understand if you are in your 30s and your
You're in your
entire house
30s.
is covered in band posters and you're trying to make love to your wife while every emo
Yeah.
band is staring at you, it would throw me off.
I mean, do you know what as well? By the time you pass, what, like 25? And I understand, I'm in a makeshift office, so I have a poster stuck up on the wall over there. But get a frame. Like, pick your favourites, put them in a frame, try and upmarket that a little bit, because you can't, like, I'm guessing it's hard to buy posters these days. Like, you used to be able to go to record stores and there'd be like a book of posters and you could flick through them, hung up on the wall. But, like, are these just ripped out of magazines?
That would be weird. I feel like having, because I have a few like band paraphernalia and posters that are framed, right? But I frame them and I put them in a space, like they're not all over my room.
Yeah.
Whereas having them everywhere feels obsessive. It feels wrong. It feels
That's a
weird.
lot. It feels a little bit like teenager's bedroom. There's two things that you have to get over by the time you're 30, and it's having, in my opinion, I'm going to get hated for this. It's having posters on the wall, and it's having teddy bears in your bed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's so fucked up to have plushies in your
I
bed.
can see them in the background. I'm sorry. Yeah, but
It's so messed up.
you're not 30 yet though.
But the ones I have are collectibles. I don't actually sleep with them in my bed.
Try and make them bougie.
I didn't pay for them either. They're gifted from Killstar. Thank you so much, Killstar.
Nice plug.
Leave
No,
my
but there's a
blushes
point
alone.
at which, how can you bring someone, I know you're in a relationship, but how can you bring someone home and you're like, oh, just gonna move these plushies out the bed? No.
Let me show
No,
you. Let me
for
give
real.
you let me give
No,
you a
for real.
breakdown. Wait.
Bro, no,
This is what
no.
I do. I go,
Yasmine's now walking over to their bed
please. Let me just
and throwing.
What is fine?
No. No. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different for in lesbian relationships. Maybe it's different. But I'm
Don't
telling you
use
now.
the lesbian card. Don't pull the gay card.
If you are
You're
straight,
telling me that this isn't cute.
no.
I'm holding up one of my Killstar plushies. This is the.
Can people watching this please, or listening to this, please answer, right? If you are a straight dude, right, a cis straight dude, and you go back to a woman's house, you've got to be over 30 to answer this. If you go back to a woman's house and there's teddy bears all over the bed, what energy is that giving you? Because I'm sorry, I don't want to play
I'm
stereotypes,
not
but it's
bringing
giving.
home.
It's giving.
Listen, firstly, I'm
Giving. It's giving. Have you had therapy yet?
I'm cuffed up, okay? But when I brought Laura back, my girlfriend, they were like, "Oh my god, I love those."
I
have some
said,
myself.
if you are a straight dude over 30,
Don't use the gay card. If you're emo and you see one of these, you know you're about to fuck a bad bitch, okay? That's what I think. I see one of these and I go, damn, she got the Killstar plushies. This is gonna be crazy. That's what I think, Sophie.
Yeah, it says,
I'm cultured.
but it doesn't say keeper. It doesn't say like this is a relationship. It says might be a little bit wild, a little bit freaky, but then I'm gonna have to
I
leave.
see a creep shot on her bed. Bro, these are expensive. I'm thinking, you got money. It's time to lock it down. You got money. If there's multiple on her bed as well, I'm like, you got money. That's
No, those
crazy.
they're cool. Don't get me wrong. They're cool.
Expensive.
I bet. And they look cool. I'm just saying, if there's not like nice pillows, nice throws, and all that kind of stuff, and it's just teddy bears and stuff. The only person I would allow to have loads of teddies on their bed would be Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse, because he collects teddy bears to give to children.
Oh, so it's fine when he does it, but when I do it,
Yeah. If you've got a neck that big, you can have as many teddy bears as you want.
Whatever.
Okay, do you want me to read mine?
Yes, get your last story over with. I'm tired of this slander.
This question, am I the asshole? I, 20 female, have a nephew who's 4 male, who is literally the only child I like because he is the cutest, sweetest little baby ever. I actually cannot talk about it too much or I'll ramble on about how perfect he is.
Oh, I love that.
The reason for my posting here is he started getting into music now, but not like Baby Shark and nursery rhymes, like actual real music. Your kids do at about 4.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both of his parents are very boring default setting people. They like country, and that is all he knows.
Right.
It made me cringe when the little angel told me his favourite song was Tipsy. I played him one metal song before, non-explicit, and both his parents said it was weird music. They both hate anything alternative leaning. They are Republican and ultra-religious. Here we go with the religious people again. And I just feel like it's my duty as his cool aunt to give him a chance to see all of the music that is out there and maybe also save him from having bad music taste. The Tipsy song isn't very child appropriate, and I feel like non-explicit Slipknot songs should be fine too.
Yeah, I show my niece Avril Lavigne all the time. She loves it.
As much as I love him and am involved in raising him, he isn't my kid. I feel like not letting him listen because they look scary and intimidating isn't fair. I wouldn't make him watch any music videos or anything like that. I'm not trying to scare him, but once again, it isn't my choice. They have never said I can't, but they were a bit scandalised when I did once before. I worry about the kid. My parents want him to be country-loving sports star and he's only 3. I feel like he deserves a chance to know there is other stuff out there. I also like other music beyond metal and considered showing him that and working my way up to metal. But he already liked the one song I played him. So, what is your view on that, Yasmin? Should they play Slipknot to a 4-year-old?
I think they should. I feel like do you know what? Parents, to play devil's advocate, these parents are worried about their child becoming emo and having a phase, but like, if a child listens to it early, they'll get it out their system by the time they're a teenager. So like, if anything, you're just speed running the emo phase, like, get it over and done with, you know? If you're so worried about it, just get it out the way. Secondly,
Slipknot isn't an emo band though, Yasmin.
No, I know that. But I also feel like if you're listening to country music, like, country music is so explicit. Yeah, it's packaged, like, so it sounds really fun and, like, yeah, but, like, they talk about, like, killing their husbands and cheating on their wives. Come on now. Come on now. And drinking a egregious amount of alcohol until they die. Come on. You want your kids to grow up and listen to that? Yeah.
Do you know what? Sometimes as well, I feel like everyone's rushing to try and tell a kid who they should be, and kids will make up their own mind. They will make their own decisions. Mm-hmm. So don't make it a big deal. Sometimes just put it on in the car. Don't make a thing of it. And the kid will be who they're going to be. 4 is so young. Like, I remember my partner's daughter, when she was like 4 years old, she wouldn't let us play her rock. She did not care. And now she's like 8. She's getting into it, and it's all because she watched this film called Nimona, fell in love with the characters, and there's a song by Judas Priest in there. So that started to get her into heavier music, and her parents are into heavier music. So like, I think things just happen with time, and I don't know, I think you can't push kids.
Don't push kids. Let them do what they want. I mean, it's harmless. It's harmless. And also, country is also just as explicit as metal and emo.
Although I won't lie, I've just said all that. I am a walking contradiction. So I know that because I call her my stepdaughter because she calls me her stepmom. I do play her like rap songs. I do introduce rap into her.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm like, you've got to be able to listen to all of the music. And like, I've brought a Black Santa for Christmas because I'm just like, we have to bring diversity in this house, and it won't be just me. Like, we have to bring diversity. So yeah.
As if I play my niece NWA a lot. So
do you?
Yeah.
Fuck the police.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 6.
Yasmin, that's too young.
She's fine. She's fine.
That's Yasmine. She's
fine. She's getting cultured. She's understanding about
that's too young.
real issues going on in the world. Okay,
you
Sophie.
need to play her Nas, like, I know I can't be what I want to be. Like, songs like that, or like Snoop Dogg, like the one that is all about affirmations. Like, affirmations. That's the way to go.
Too bad
anyway.
she likes NWA, I guess.
Too
Too bad she's singing along, I guess.
Okay, alright then, Yasmine, what would be your words of wisdom after this episode?
Don't let me raise your kids.
Yep, my words of wisdom would be don't let Yasmine raise your kids. So that's it for this week's episode of On Wednesdays We Wear Black. If you want to come and find out more about us, you can do that by sending us an email, wewearblackpod@gmail.com. You can follow me on social at IamSophieK.
You can follow all of us, me and Sophie, at We Wear Black Pod on all of our socials. Or you can just follow me at Yasmine X on wherever. Yeah. Yeah!